sucker to test, pimp, but too long. Work well with. And quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we'll be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, hey, I'm a hot girl.
Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Coming off a contest that looks real good on paper between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Washington Commanders. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off and running from Landover. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And that was an incredible effort just to make it back to the line. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Trey Tucker makes the play. This is going to be down to, it looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a 29-yard gain, and the Raiders are going to have a first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays, those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
They've got first down here from the 36. They give up the guts. It's Jeanty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run to prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Takes the second down snap. This one finds Thornton. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Brought in by his back here. It's Jeanty. We got the football block, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They're going to throw for it on 4th. That's complete. Here's Thornton. He's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. They stun this defense. They pick up 14 on 4th, and they pick up the first down, too.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here we go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. I just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
They'll work against the blitz. Here's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know Pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Gay's kick is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in drives ahead.
Anytime you go on the road and you can put points on the board on your opening drive, job well done.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
On to carry, this is Najee Harris. And that one's forward for 82 yards. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby.
This offense is now left for some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, and to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
It's 3rd and 2. Now Daniels. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to throw for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive, but you got to find a way to execute.
Fielded at the 11. He gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mike Sandler still makes the play. And all the way back it goes. It's a Washington pick 6. He not only broke on it to make the pick, Brock, but he was on the move real quick. Knowing short field, there's a great chance that he could take that one back for a touchdown.
That's exactly right. In this area of the field, an offense really only gets a second or two to react to that pick and get over and cut off his lanes. And if you don't, well, it's 6 the other way.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead.
Commanders 7, Raiders 3.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to work they go after the interception. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face second down.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's go.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. Back to the well again. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Back to throw. He'll get this to Tucker. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. We've set it downs for him from the 31.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
First down, play action. Vacates quickly left side. He's running with it.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But and that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Here's the one back on the handoff. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. Well, there in the huddle, partner. We've arrived at the end of our first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start this second quarter. You excited? We're excited. Raiders in a nice spot here to put up some points. From the red zone on first. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and lead teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Again to throw on second. Makes the catch. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Motioning the tight end left. Third down from the gun. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And he's tackled for a short gain. Looking quickly here.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up
Fourth down. They're going to throw for it. Hauled in. Again, it's Bowers. And they stop him. No touchdown. No first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You go for it on fourth down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost him a possession.
And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. That goes for 32 yards. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Good for a Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give left side. Here's Harris. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
This is Harris on second down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Raiders with an extra DB out there, third down.
60 bikes.
Throw here, third down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that'll bring up fourth down. So they bring Tress Way back out there for another punt. Brings it in at the 12. And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards to the 9.
First and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. This one goes off right tackle. Looks like they're getting about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. He's dropping back to throw. Going left side, Bowers has it. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They'll run here on first down. Now, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that run stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, he'll throw. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Third and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. He's got this at the 27, pushing it up past the 30. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. First down now, ball at the 33. Play action now, Daniels. Right side, cut by Sinnott. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've left over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his second and inches. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
It's a gain of 2.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Commanders currently on top here at Northwest Stadium. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Go! Viking 18!
From the gun, it's Daniels. And he's brought down after a short gain.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Second down now, 7 to go.
Here we go, here we go!
Running behind center with Harris. He's going to bring this down to their 35. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Washington first down.
That's good.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set to go now from the 35.
19 Tiger! Come on, Cowboy 80! Panthers!
Throwing on first down, Daniels. It's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He can take it to the house.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
He rolls to his right, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here he goes, third and long. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there, just 11 seconds remaining.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
The kick by Gano is good. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a first down. You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense, roughing the kicker, and now they've got a first inside the red zone. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it sets up second down.
It leads to second.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Okay, break!
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, start!
One final shot before the half. Caught just shy of the goal line. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal. Whistles, and the offense just sneaks in that timeout, and they're going to get a chance to put up points as a result before halftime. One last play before the break.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Throwing here just before halftime to the end zone, but incomplete. Couldn't get it. That's going to set up 2nd and goal. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Daniels setting up the play action. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Cowboy 80s. Go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing 3rd and long. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the first snap through this second half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Ready.
1st and 10, give to Harris. He's still going at the 30. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Daniels to throw. Stand by his running back. It's Najee Harris. The stop was made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
With that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Now Daniels off the play action. Buying some time right. And they take this in for the score. The Commanders grow the lead coming out at halftime. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano ready to send this away. Here's Derink Young to return this. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll come out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. And the Commanders have it as he reports the first interception of his young career. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Running left is Harris. He's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Jamin Davis on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
Okay, ready?
To the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
At the Raiders' 43-yard line.
Come on. Set. Cougar now. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Daniels back to throw. That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Going right side, Harris with it. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Ready.
Second down here, another give to Harris. And 2 yards all he can get. It's third down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Get it. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Air it out on third. Complete beyond the marker. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Final run in, Harris. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So they'll be left with third and goal.
Bronco 80. 2.
Here's Daniels. He's got it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
They want the touchdown on 4th and goal. They're going for it from the 3. 4th down, pass coming. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Well, 99% of what they did was excellent. Right play call, good route, great throw. Just needed to make that catch. That's a situation you expect your guys to convert every time.
Short pass brought in. And he's escorted out of bounds, but not before driving them up near the 25. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Let's see, first it was a pass, now it's a great gain on the ground. They've got this defense on their heels.
Now here he goes on the boot. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. Another throw here on second down. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the third quarter. We'll see what they come up with for third down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long, they're going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Commanders are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 6.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12.
Stephanie! Liking 18! Go!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That throw finds Okonkwo. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. A new set of downs from 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They go with Harris on the run. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That's incomplete on second down. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with third and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Daniels throwing on third. It's on target to Williams. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
A handoff for Harris running right. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to push that envelope and get aggressive.
First and goal now as they try to pad this lead.
Ready! Cavity Lion! Ready!
Harris once more. And he's stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. He gets him 6, and that's going to bring up second and goal.
6-yard pickup brings up second and goal.
Get it! Let go!
They'll run with Harris. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Daniels, third and goal. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go.
Now Daniels on 4th down. Put the body on the line for his team. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Gano's point after is good. And the Commanders push their lead to 18.
Commanders 21, Raiders 3.
Gano ready to send this away. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that
I've been dealing, shedding skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us, still ride with a in the fleece. I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, my confessions, go to the higher. These they come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for lifers. Karma, with your energy harness. If I'm back in the corner, I might get the clicking until I just feel a nirvana. I see blood in the water, homies are gone, he couldn't see the piranhas. Got it hot as Nevada, I'm from the bottom, on treacherous timing. They'll pop your melon in front of those seeds over that beef and broccoli. He poked his chest, now he can't breathe over that ego popping. I put that glass on my wrist and went window shopping. Gotta sow your seeds, they wouldn't believe on all of the fruits that blossom. Got the enemy toppled, I got the energy turning like 20 more notches. I've been trusting the process, no other option really is bigger than me. Got infinity stones inside of me deep, and I let the chakras speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete, your flesh is way too